Good evening. Tonight, we bring you a story that will be remembered for generations, a story that will be taught in classrooms and debated in living rooms across the nation. Today, January 21st, 2026, marks a turning point in American history. The air in Washington, D.C. is electric, as citizens and lawmakers alike grapple with the magnitude of what has just occurred. The Supreme Court has unanimously redefined the relationship between citizens and the digital world, issuing a decision that will shape the future of our society. This is more than a legal ruling. It's a constitutional earthquake, shaking the very foundations of how we understand our rights and freedoms in the digital age. The verdict effectively adds a digital Bill of Rights, forever changing what it means to be an American in the 21st century. For the first time, our digital lives are given the same weight and protection as our physical existence. The case, United States versus Cygnus, began as a dispute over government access to encrypted data. But it quickly evolved into a profound examination of our rights in an age of artificial intelligence, mass data collection, and constant surveillance. The justices declared that digital personhood is an extension of our physical selves, protected from unreasonable search and seizure. This means our emails, messages, and even our digital footprints are now shielded by the highest law of the land. This challenges the business models of tech giants, forcing them to rethink how they handle user data and rebalances power between government and the governed. The decision sends shockwaves through Silicon Valley and beyond. For the first time, the Constitution explicitly recognizes our lives online, acknowledging that our digital presence is inseparable from our identity as Americans. Whether you're a parent concerned about your child's privacy, a business owner navigating new regulations, or simply someone who values personal freedom, this decision changes everything. It touches every aspect of our daily lives, from how we communicate to how we protect our most sensitive information. Our fundamental rights now extend to the digital realm, ensuring that privacy, freedom of expression, and security are not left behind as technology advances. The world is watching as America sets a new global standard for digital freedom. Other nations are already debating similar protections, inspired by this landmark moment. This verdict has ignited a global conversation about liberty and control in the modern age, challenging societies everywhere to reconsider what it truly means to be free in a connected world. This landmark decision is the culmination of decades of growing tension between rapidly evolving technology and the enduring principles of constitutional law. As each new innovation emerged, courts and lawmakers struggled to keep pace, often finding themselves at the crossroads of privacy, security, and freedom. The story truly accelerated with the explosive rise of social media and the data-driven economy. Americans often unknowingly traded away privacy for the promise of convenience and connection. Every click, like, and share became a data point, fueling a new era where personal information was currency. The Fourth Amendment, crafted centuries before the digital revolution, suddenly faced challenges it was never designed to address. Cloud computing, metadata, and mass surveillance pushed the boundaries of what unreasonable search and seizure could mean in a world where our lives are stored online. Scandals like Cambridge Analytica shocked the public, revealing just how easily personal data could be harvested, manipulated, and weaponized for political or commercial gain. These events sparked outrage and a renewed demand for digital accountability. Meanwhile, law enforcement agencies insisted on access to encrypted data, arguing it was essential for national security. This demand set up a fierce clash with tech companies and privacy advocates who warned that weakening encryption would endanger everyone's rights. The Cygnus case became a flashpoint. A company's refusal to build a government backdoor for user data turned into a proxy battle for the nation's soul, pitting civil liberties against state power in the digital age. Lower courts issued conflicting rulings, unable to agree on how old laws should apply to new technology. Ultimately, the Supreme Court was forced to step in, tasked with interpreting the Constitution for a world transformed by digital innovation. In this historic moment, the justices weren't simply ruling on a single case. They were defining the boundaries of our rights and freedoms for a new digital frontier, shaping the future of privacy and liberty for generations to come. This morning, the Supreme Court released its unanimous opinion in United States versus Cygnus. The core of the verdict: digital personhood. The court ruled that personal data online is an extension of our papers and effects, protected by the Fourth Amendment. Compelling companies to create backdoors is now considered an unreasonable search and seizure, The ruling sides with strong encryption as a cornerstone of privacy and security. Consent to data collection must be meaningful. No more hiding behind incomprehensible terms of service. Data collection must be clear, limited, and directly related to the service. The global impact was immediate, with praise from privacy advocates and concern from authoritarian regimes. This case sets a new global benchmark for digital freedom. The so-called Digital Bill of Rights now enshrines several key principles. First, the right to data ownership. You own your personal data, not the company's. Second, the right to encryption. Individuals and companies can use unbreakable encryption, and the government cannot demand back doors. Third, the right to digital due process. The government must specify exactly what data it seeks and prove probable cause. No more broad data dragnets. Finally, the right to algorithmic transparency. When algorithms make major decisions about your life, you have a right to know and understand the basics. Companies must explain, in plain terms, how their algorithms affect you. These principles fundamentally rewire the digital economy and our relationship with technology. The ruling is a crucial first step in holding automated systems accountable. The political ramifications are immense. Government agencies must rethink how they investigate and access data. Congress now faces the challenge of writing new laws within these constitutional boundaries. Expect new coalitions and fierce debates over security versus liberty. The ruling will be a central issue in upcoming elections, creating a new political litmus test. Voters will demand to know how candidates plan to protect digital rights. The judiciary has reasserted its power, ensuring the Constitution adapts to technological change. The unanimous decision gives it weight. This is not a partisan moment. It's a profound constitutional rebalancing. The economic impact is seismic. The ruling targets the surveillance capitalism model that has powered the internet for decades. Companies built on harvesting user data now face an existential crisis. Privacy-focused companies are thriving, while data-driven giants scramble to adapt. Expect a wave of innovation, new platforms and services designed for privacy, likely funded by subscriptions. Consumers may shift from free services to paying for privacy and security. Data unions or trusts could emerge, letting people collectively control and profit from their data. The US now sets a privacy standard that surpasses Europe's GDPR, giving American tech a global edge. The digital economy is split: data as a human right versus data as a commodity. The marketplace is being rebuilt on trust and transparency. The societal changes will be deep and lasting. In the short term, expect a flood of new privacy agreements as companies adjust. Over time, our online experience will become calmer and more user-centric. Social media and search will shift away from manipulative algorithms toward user control. This could break down filter bubbles and reduce polarization. Digital personhood empowers individuals to control their online identity and narrative. Young people in particular may feel more secure and authentic online. The risk: a digital divide between those who can afford privacy and those who cannot. Ensuring privacy as a right for all, not a luxury, is the next challenge. We spoke with leading experts across law, technology, and economics to understand the far-reaching impact of this landmark decision. Their insights revealed just how much is at stake for our digital future. Marianne Vance, Yale law professor, shared her perspective. This is the most significant Fourth Amendment case since the invention of the telephone. It's a turning point for privacy rights in the digital age. The Supreme Court has now affirmed that privacy is a fundamental right, regardless of how technology evolves. This ruling sends a clear message: our personal information deserves protection, no matter the medium. Ben Carter, a former Google engineer, explained, "The collect everything era is over. Companies can no longer treat user data as an unlimited resource. Now, engineers and developers must build privacy into products from the very beginning, not as an afterthought." This shift will require new skills and a different mindset across the tech industry. Carter added, "It's a challenge, but ultimately it will lead to safer, more trustworthy products that users can rely on." Dr. Lena Petrova from the Brookings Institution weighed in. "There will be disruption, but this is a chance for American companies to lead the world in privacy-enhancing technologies and set new global standards." She emphasized that an economy built on trust and transparency is more sustainable in the long run, benefiting both businesses and consumers. A former NSA official noted, "This creates new hurdles for national security. but it also forces us to develop smarter, more targeted intelligence strategies that respect individual rights. Strong encryption and robust cybersecurity measures are now essential to protect our nation's infrastructure and the privacy of every citizen. The consensus among experts is clear. This ruling is a catalyst for a safer, more equitable digital world, where everyone's rights are respected. The internet, as we know it, is about to receive a much-needed upgrade, with privacy and security at its core. The legal foundation for digital rights is now stronger than ever. Economic incentives are shifting toward responsible innovation, and the technology industry must adapt quickly to these new realities. The United States is uniquely positioned to lead the world in digital rights and privacy, setting an example for other nations to follow. This decision is not just about legal precedent, it's about shaping the future of our society, ensuring that everyone can participate safely in the digital world. The work ahead will be challenging, requiring collaboration across sectors, but the opportunity to build a more secure and just society is truly historic. A secure nation starts with secure communications for everyone, empowering individuals and families to connect with confidence in their privacy. Tonight we stand at a pivotal moment. The Supreme Court has handed every citizen new tools to control their digital lives, but rights are only as strong as our willingness to use them. Education is the first step. Understand your new rights and teach them to the next generation. Schools, libraries, and communities must help build digital literacy. Engagement is next. Contact your representatives, demand strong privacy laws, and support businesses that respect your data. Vote with your wallet and your clicks. The Constitution is a living document, adapting to new challenges. The court has given us a map to a better digital future, but it's up to us to walk the path. The work of building a more perfect union continues, in both our physical and digital worlds.